Hello and welcome to our Zombie War series. This time we are going to make a health bar for the boss. Let's get going. Once again, before we start to implement new things, we have something wrong with our logic. I'm going to change a little bit our stats. Let's say that let's put damage to 25. A little bit, not speed, cost speed to 250, so it's easier to show what we have here. So if we kill the boss as fast as we can, maybe one more. Okay, now it's basically dead. As you can see, the bullets go through and it does nothing, but the boss will keep on following us and the guns will stay on the field. So that's something we want to change. And actually this is also really easy to fix. We just have to find here on the phase 3 where we check if the boss's health is 0. Then we just have to destroy the boss. And then we destroy the 2 rifles that the boss has. So now if we run it again, let's make damage maybe 100 so it's easier to show. Now, yeah, it died, nothing stayed on the field, and everything looks like it should. So that is how we fix that. Let's change back these values. Maybe the damage is still a bit too high, but again, it's just for the testing purposes. Now, with that fixed, let's do the health bar. And it is actually really simple to do. We just need 2 child backgrounds and 2 events to do it. First, let's make a child background here and call it tpg underscore health bar. And let's put it here. The size can be 32 by 32. And let's make it black like this. And now we can put it up here. I think that's a bit too wide. I think that looks good. And now let's make another child background. Oh, I forgot to name it, but I'll rename it later. This will be the fill of the health bar, and I will put it. I will keep it as a red, as the red is usually the one that will show you how much health the boss will have. And we do it like that. Now, one thing we need to change in this red, let's rename it right now. It's tpg underscore health bar fill. So one thing we want to change is the origin point, and for the child backgrounds we can't change it here on the sprite editor. We need to do it here in the properties, and here is the origin, and let's put it to left. We'll change the position a little bit, but after that let's take off the snap to grid and show the show grid features. Then scroll a little bit closer. Now here is our size of the fill bar, and let's make the height to be 30, so there's 2 pixels less than the health bar itself, and the width the same thing, it's 286. like that. Then we just put it around there. I think that should be like that. That looks good. That's also, let's zero it out like that. Now it looks like it's in the middle. Yeah, that looks good. Actually, we could make it the border 1 pixel wider, so let's make that to 28, and that will be 284. And now we just make that to 90. So now it should be in the middle. And that's basically everything we need for the health bar, graphic wise. But for the events or for the logic, basically we just want to set the width of the fill bar based on the health of the boss. And how we can do that is that we make a new function and we call it not handle update health bar. And here for the action, we choose the health bar fill and we find the set width, which is right over here. And for the width, we want to count for the percentual amount of the health for the boss, which we can do by dividing the boss's health by the boss's max health, which is 500 currently. And then we want to multiply it by the width of the health bar fill tiled background. And now I don't remember how wide it was, so let's put it to 200 for now, and let's check how wide it is. It's, oh, not like that, 284. So let's go back over here and put it here, 284. And now we just have to call this function every time we calculate the damage for the boss. So basically right over here, it's the update health bar where we subtracted damage from the boss health. Then we do the same, actually we can just copy it and put it right under here. And finally in the phase 1 here where we check the bullets collision, like that. And now if we play the game, we can see that how the health bar works. Now we can shoot it, but it doesn't take any damage other than from the barrels. And finally let's try the last phase. Yeah, looks like it works. But there's a small bug that if the health is negative, the width will also become negative and go outside of the health bar. So that's the other event we need to make. And it's just that we check, so here compare two values, that the dbg underscore health bar dot width is less than 0. Then we can copy the set width, and here we just change this to be 0. So if it's negative, then we just set it to 0 so it doesn't go outside of the health bar itself. And we can try it again. Actually, let's again put the stats a bit overboard so it doesn't take the whole day. Let's make it 200. Okay, I think 1 barrel should be enough. Yep. and now it will stay at the 0 all the time and doesn't go over here. Yeah. And that's basically everything for this episode. Really simple and short episode. And for the next and probably the final episode, we are going to implement a more visual indication when the player is taking damage and fix a small bug that we have had during the whole series. So, I'll see you then.